Let's have a look at squaring numbers, finding the square root of numbers, and what perfect squares or square numbers are. So let's start with, say, squaring 5. So let's square 5. So what this tells me to do is to do 5 squared like that. So 5 squared is 5 times 5, or 25. So in terms of my square, I'd like to relate this to a diagram here. If I'm asked to square 5, it's like I'm given the side lengths of this square, okay? And I'm asked to find the area. So I can see here that area is side length squared. So 5 times 5, just like I did here, my area would be 25. So that's squaring, okay? That's multiplying a number by itself. If instead I'm asked to find a square root, say find square root 49. In terms of my diagram, what that tells me is that I'm given an area, I'm given the area of the square as 49, and I'm looking for the side lengths. Okay, so that's what square root is. You can kind of think of it as finding the side length of a square given the area. So your symbol for square root is here. So I'm going to find square root 49. So I'm looking for the number when multiplied by itself, right, will give me 49. So if I kind of go through some of my whole numbers there, I know 5 times 5 is 25, 6 times 6 is 36, 7 times 7 is 49. So the square root of 49 is 7. And you could probably see here that if you know that the area of the square is 49, that the side lengths will be 7. Okay. So 49 is one of these numbers that we call uh, a perfect square or a square number. So whenever I take a whole number and multiply it by itself, I get a square number. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, and so on. And a great place to find these numbers is actually in a multiplication table. So if you look at a multiplication table here like this, you'll see all these square numbers are here, right along the diagonal of your multiplication table. And if you want to get the square root of any of these numbers, right, the square root of 64 is 8. The square root of 49 is 7. Of 36 is 6, right? So that's a good place to start getting familiar with some of these perfect square or square numbers. So I hope that helps. Thanks for listening, and best of luck finding square roots and squaring numbers.